Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining. We are here for the business owners waiting on AI. Here's why this could be a costly mistake. We're going to discover three hidden ways delaying AI could stunt your growth, drain your resources, and leave you vulnerable to the smarter competitors. And that's precisely what we're going to unpack today. You might be wondering if AI is truly relevant for your business right now, or if it's something you can afford to put off. But here's the crucial point, and it's our first big takeaway. AI is not futuristic fantasy, it's present day necessity. And delaying its adoption isn't about missing out on a new trend, it's about incurring the hidden costs that you're already impacting your bottom line. Today, I'm going to reveal three hidden ways delaying AI adoption could be stunting your growth, draining your resources, and leaving you vulnerable to smarter competitors. You might even recognize some of these playing out in your business without realizing AI is the missing piece of the puzzle. You will realize that getting started with AI is more accessible than you think. We'll even touch on a simple, low-cost AI tools and discuss the common myths that holding businesses back. And by the end, I'll share a practical roadmap for you on getting started, even if you're not tech savvy. But first, let's understand why waiting is so costly. So let's dive into those three hidden ways. First, we'll look at how you might be experiencing the silent drain on your operations, how those good enough processes and manual tasks of your day to day are actually creating a significant, often unnoticeable hemorrhage of your valuable resources. Second, we're going to explore if you're trying to navigate today's fast paced market by operating your business on an analog compass in the digital world. You can lead, this can lead you to miss crucial opportunities and stunt your growth because you lack the deep data driven insights AI can provide you about your customers and the marketplace. And third, we're going to uncover the unforeseen erosion of your competitive edge. We'll discuss how you might be focused on your current challenges, and AI savvy competitors could be quietly gaining an edge, making your business increasingly vulnerable. So, as we go through these, I want you to be thinking about your specific business challenges because by the end of the session, you're not only going to understand these hidden dangers, but you're also going to see how AI can help you unlock unprecedented efficiencies, deeper customer insights, and a stronger competitive advantage for your business. And importantly, you're going to realize that getting started with AI is more accessible than you think. And the first step is really understanding where it can make the biggest impact for you. So let's dive into that first hidden way, the silent drain on your operations. Hidden way number one. Now, how does AI combat this silent drain? This is where AI shifts from being a concept to a tangible solution for your business. And here's a key insight that many business owners are eager to hear. There are simple, low cost AI tools you can use right now to automate repetitive tasks and boost that team's productivity. It can be something simple as marketing copy, social media post, even email copy. Imagine what your team could achieve if they weren't bogged down by these common repetitive tasks. This isn't about replacing people. In fact, this leads to another powerful strategy. Smart business owners are leveraging the AI to reduce overhead without cutting the staff. They are reallocating that to save time and mental energy to innovation, customer service, and strategic growth. This is how AI unlocks that unprecedented efficiency and directly tackles those hidden costs, impacting that bottom line. Hidden way number two, operating your business on that analog compass in a real digital world. So, how do you upgrade your analog compass? AI provides that digital GPS by sifting through the vast amounts of data you to give you deeper customer insights and market understanding. You can start predicting trends, personalizing experience at scale, and uncovering new revenue streams you never knew existed. Hidden way number three, the unforeseen erosion of your competitive edge. The defense against this erosion and the way to build a stronger competitive edge is to strategically implement AI yourself. It allows you to innovate faster, respond to the market changes more effectively, and create a superior customer experience that lock in loyalty. So, we've seen the hidden dangers of delaying AI, the resource drain, the missed opportunities, and the eroding competitive edge. And we've touched on how AI offers powerful solutions. But I know you want something more. You might be thinking, I want more. This sounds promising, but AI seems too complex, too expensive, and maybe it's just for those tech giants. This is a common hurdle, and it's often placed on misconceptions. AI, the brighter the future of business. Embracing AI transformative power to shape your business destiny. And you're going to be building a brighter future. AI enables a future where technology empowers you to achieve those goals that you didn't think were possible. This brings us to a crucial part of our discussion, understanding and avoiding the common AI myths and mistakes that keep businesses like yours stuck. So, myth number one, AI is too expensive for my small business. Truth, many many of these tools are accessible and scalable. Myth number two, I need to hire a team of data scientists to use AI. In reality, these are very user-friendly platforms, and it's becoming increasingly common in, in our everyday use. Myth number three, AI is going to replace all our jobs. In truth, AI augments human com- compatible capabilities, freeing up the staff for higher value work. As we discuss with reducing overhead and without cutting that staff. Avoiding these pitfalls is key. The biggest mistake is often inaction, fueled by these very myths. The reality is AI is not futuristic fantasy, it's present day necessity. And it's more within reach than you might even imagine. Now that I've addressed some of the common concerns, you're probably wondering, okay, I'm ready to stop waiting. Where do I actually begin? So, this is where I want to share with you where to begin, a practical roadmap for integrating AI into your business, even if you're not tech savvy. It's about taking deliberate, manageable steps. So, let's start on that road path, that roadmap to success. So, first, you're going to have to identify your biggest pains and quick wins. This is where your business is feeling the most strain from inefficiency and maybe missed opportunities. Think back to those three hidden ways: your operational drain, maybe your competitive edge, or customer insights. What's one area even a small AI implementation could make a difference? Then you're going to explore simple, relevant AI tools. So, based on what you find in your step number one, you're going to research some of those simple, low cost AI tools we're going to mention here. So, you're going to focus on tools that solve your specific problems. And then stop number three is start small and experiment. Pick one tool and one process, run a pilot and learn from it. Then you're going to move on to number four, educate and involve your team. Help them understand how AI can help them, not replace them. Then you're going to get to that final step. You're going to measure and you're going to scale. At this point, you want to track the impact and then look to expand it to other areas. So I'm going to try something here. We're going to do a little demo. Um, Hopefully this goes well because everybody knows that demos during webinars are always quite the challenge. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to look over here to the other screen. So you're going to see the side of my face. But the platform that we're using, we have built and we have partnered with a company, and we can build out what we call these workbooks, these workshops. Um, in these workshops, we can build specific pieces. We can build them, and then we can actually teach you how to build them. It's all part of that, start it and keep scaling. So one of the and then there's like these community pieces too. So one of them that they have is called HR questions. So what you do is this is in a demo environment, but you could clone it then and upload your handbook, your insurance information, and then you set it up so that your employees can use this for HR questions. So in this environment, what they have uploaded is an HR policies book. So we're just going to ask a simple question about um, when do I earn paid time, time off or vacation or sick? How does this all work? And we're going to hit generate. So while it does this, it gives you that emoji over here. It's thinking away, and it's going through the policy, the manual that we had uploaded. Another thing here is our platform offers several of the language models behind it. So this one is actually using Claude 3, and this is how it comes up with this information. So here's my question about paid time off or sick time or whatever. According to the handbook, the company offers the following time off and leave benefits. So there's a summary answer. Full-time employees with paid time off and leave benefits include vacation, sick, and other types of leave. The specific details and earnings are using this time off are outlined in the handbook. And then it goes to quote what it actually finds. Vacation and full-time employees accrue 2 weeks, 10 days of paid vacation per year, increasing to 3 weeks, 15 days after 5 years of service. Sick leave is accrued 1 day of paid sick per month. And then the other leave may be eligible additional benefits. So it lists out that kind of piece. Um, how about I, let's do this. My husband has medical, my husband now has medical benefits. So I want to drop my medical. How do I do this? Oops. Then we're going to hit generate. So it's parsing through that handbook and looking for this information. Now, one thing about these workshops is that this is like your very initial steps into AI. You don't have to worry about really writing that prompt. When you actually get into using AI, right at the language model, the prompts are very important, are very specific, and that's what really brings you into getting accurate answers. So, based on the information provided from the handbook, here's a summary answer. To drop your medical insurance at this corporation, yeah, specifically, the handbook states that that a qualifying life event needs to happen. So, marriage, birth, loss of coverage allows you mid-year changes with the 30 days of the event. Additionally, it notes that an annual open enrollment period is November 1st through 15th for January 1 effective date. Since your husband now has medical benefits, this would qualify as a life event and allows you to make changes to your coverage outside of the annual open enrollment. So I think this is a perfect first step into getting started with it. So I have another one here. Let's dig into, let's do a letter of recommendation. So they have one that's built out. So it asks you a few questions to generate a letter of recommendation. So your name. So I am Lisa Nikiam Irwin, and I am the CEO and founder. And I'm going to give a recommendation for John Green. And his position was he was a help desk technician. Can't type and spell today. And how do you know them? Okay, so John worked for us for 5 years and has grown grown with us starting as an intern. He passed his CompTIA A plus certification with us and has been working on the help desk on a daily basis. He is a great worker and shows up on time, always volunteering for overtime. Unfortunately, we are going to miss John as he is moving with his wife to another state. All right, let's see how this turns out. And this is very applicable um, kind of application. So um, imagine how much time it would take for us to sit here and put this all together. So, um, you know, if you were doing this, this is just, kind of an example here. If you're doing this actually with a language model like Copilot or using another tool like ChatGPT, you would be using more prompts in this and telling it, I don't quite like that tone. Can we make it more professional? This, and you could actually, when we build out this workshop, you could actually include more fields in there to give it to help you with the tones and those kind of things. But so I'm writing to provide you the highest recommendation for John Green for help desk technician position with your organization. As the CEO and founder of our company, I've had the privilege of working with John for 5 years, during which I have witnessed his remarkable professional growth and unwaveringly dedication to excellence in technical support services. John began his journey with us as an intern and has demonstrated exceptional growth throughout his tenure. It's perfect. Um, as with AI, it's going to give you its predictive language, its thoughts in where it should go with the professionalism, with the tone, and that, it always does involve a human, and taking that to that next level of making sure you wouldn't just copy and paste this and send this letter. You're going to modify it and put a little more of your personality back in it. Um, it's very easy to spot AI generated copy. Everybody knows that it's always, yap, yap, yap. And so that's why it's important that you keep that human element in it. It's a great soup starter. And then from there, you have to add your personality back into it. And then I have one more here. I wanted to a meeting prep. Let's see here. Here it is. So I got to make it smaller. All right. So this is a perfect worksheet for workshop for in the sales group. Somebody that needs to prep for a meeting with a company. So just typically business name. Let's just use ours. Tomorrow's technology today. Our industry is a managed service provider. Number of employees, which is optional. We're going to put 15 employees. Do you know any pains of this business? Let's talk about attaining technical talent and longevity. So let's see what it can find about our company. So what it's doing right now is building up a use case. Um, and helping for the meeting prep that somebody would come in to um, to discuss with our company. You know, maybe this is a HR staffing company that's researching us, and they want to help us with our staffing needs. You know, this comes into helping build the um, questions in making sure that they're in the terms of the technology business, which is sometimes difficult, you know, with you don't know unless you're specialized, you don't always um, know always the right words or the nomenclature for that business. So um, just kind of leading questions of, you know, how do you currently manage network reliability and minimize downtime for your clients? You know, those kind of questions. So helps you. It's a great brainstorming tool. And then one last case I'm going to show you here is um, where is my chat? Here it is. All right. So with this tool, um, what we have is this is actually the chat part of it. So this is where you can select the different language models and use them to experiment, to have conversations, to brainstorm with, and not actually have a built specific application. So um, this is where engineering prompting really comes into play. So we're going to just use ChatGPT. Um, the best part about using the tool that we have is that you don't have to have all the different subscriptions. You can, like, oh, language models, as you get moving in, as you learn more about this, language models have specific pieces built onto them that they're really good at. Like, there's certain ones that are great at writing, helping you write PowerShell scripts. There's certain ones that are great at helping you generate images. There's ones that are great at copy. We use Copilot that's integrated into our Microsoft products. And then we also use our platform here that allows us then to pick all the different models, and especially the Chat GPT. I find that Chat GPT is really great at helping me do research. So let's do, let me pull up one of my past ones. So one of the one of the big use cases that we have, we use a lot for our social media, and um, so typically started out with how to. Oops, I lost my. I lost my. Here we are. Um, all right. So I need I'm going to ask it to help me with putting together some captions for social media posts. So, how about let's create a short caption to go with a post about Easter and make sure you include the emojis with it. This has been a game changer for um, in our marketing. Like, we're able to do so much more. And why is it not coming up? Oh, here. Oh, not looking at it correctly here. So it came back with springtime joy and Easter blessings. Celebrate the new beginning with love and laughter. And then it gives you the hashtags. So, you know, putting these kind of tools in the hands of your interns, they can help generate quick, easy marketing pieces and set those up to post at scheduled times. And you can build out, social media engagement with a lot less effort. So, as you can see, it can help you in the growth and in some of the hidden things that, takes a lot of time to do. And this can help save that time. So, all right, let's get back to presentation. So, we're really moving from that traditional industrial skills, embracing AI driven skills. And this shift is about reclaiming our human strengths. We're going to get creative. We're going to become strategic thinking and problem solving, increasing that communication and that collaboration. Instead of being that old mindset of learn once, apply forever, we're adopting that AI driven mindset of learning constantly and thriving continuously. And as you develop your relationship with AI, you must acknowledge that you will play the and thought leader role. And AI is going to be your thought partner. And where you intersect, that's where the great ideas are going to come together. The AI empowerment curve shows you the journey and what it looks like in adopting AI. You're going to have your starting point. You're going to start wherever you are. You could have already dabbled into this a little bit, maybe stopped for a while, um, but start wherever you are. And then you're going to have some light bulb moments. And hopefully, this presentation today helped bring some of those moments those thoughts to you. And then, unfortunately, you're going to move back into reality check. It's going to dive down. Your change is so hard, and you're going to question whether this AI thing is really a priority or if it's a distraction. And remember that the issue is not AI, it's how you're communicating with it, and you got to focus on better communication. And that's what's going to give you the results. So from there, then that's where you're going to start making the progress. You're going to build that momentum, you're going to accelerate that progress, and you are going to expand what's possible. Your focus is going to shift from your own adoption to helping others, as well as building an AI driven company that your people's best interest is at the center. So, I get some commonly asked questions, and one of them is how can the ethical use of AI and data privacy be ensured? And this is a great question, because according to my research, 75% of employees are actually using AI and their employers don't even know it. And some of the employers don't even know it. Like, they're kind of hiding it so that They know they know that it's really helping them, and they don't want to get called out to maybe cheating in a sense. And it's not cheating. These are tools to help us. So you got to make sure that your company is using reputable tools. They need to be, if you're really digging into AI and you're going to use it for brainstorming, you need to make sure you understand the data privacy is a part of it. Free tools, remember, free tools, you are the product and they're learning from you. Paid tools, you need to read the terms and conditions carefully, but that's where your data is going to be protected and they're not going to use your data to help build their model. So you got to understand your data usage. You've got to be clear with your employees. You've got to have a policy. Um, there has to be a AI policy in what is acceptable, what you're allowed to upload, and make sure that it's policies have to come from the top down. They have to be enforced and they have to be, part of um, your everyday life. Because if people don't think that it's just a piece of paper, um, people are going to ignore it. And you got to be transparent, um, about make it an everyday conversation. Make it part of your staff meetings. Making sure that they know that they're not cheating by using it. This is how we're going to get better and how we're going to become, you know, better at our jobs. Um, make sure that there's the human oversight to it. You've got to, you just can't copy and paste. Whatever it gives you is not always the accurate answer. You have to tweak it and make sure it's in your company, um, into your company, part of your company culture, make sure it's part of your company voice. That's what I was trying to say. And stay informed. Know what's out there. This is a landscape that is evolving fast. Um, I plan to um, keep educating people, educating business owners about what's coming and what's available here. So, what are the most popular AI tools? So, and for small businesses, right? The AI tool is a landscape is exploding, and what is and that's so exciting. So instead of listing, endless tools, it changes from day to day. Um, you have to think about what you need to achieve. There is not going to be an AI tool that is one size fits all. Copilot is a Microsoft product, and it is going to be the best at helping you use their tools. It's going to be it's very helpful and very available with Power Automate, right inside your Word, Excel, formulas, all those pieces. So depending on what you're wanting to do, companies are going to have multiple tools. There's not going to be a one size fits all. um, Content creation and marketing. You've got tools like Jasper, Copy AI, Chat GPT. Um, these are great for brainstorming, drafting emails, social media posts, and blog outlines. Um, there's also AI powered image generators like Midjourney, and these help with the visuals. We also have productivity and automation, AI powered scheduling. You have Calendarly, and you have AI note takers, Fireflies, Otter AI. And then there's also the project management tools that have AI features built into them. Um, Customer service. You've got AI chatbots like Tidio and Intercom's Fin. custom bots that are built for your platforms. And these can handle many of your common inquiries. Freeing up that phone and making it very convenient for your prospects. We were looking for RV parts this weekend, and actually one of the RV warehouse parts had a chat bot, and I told it the make and model, and this is the part number I think that we found that we need, and it was able to come back and reference that. It was able to tell me that that single part was no long is not available to purchase, but you can purchase the whole assembly. So again, clicked, bought, and saved that company, 15-20 minutes of a conversation with a person. And it saved me a lot of time because I didn't have to wait for somebody to be there. So, think about things like that. Those things can help in your website. Um, and data analysis. You've got um, platforms that can help you. Copilot is great at helping you with analyzing spreadsheets or working with formulas. I use VLOOKUP a lot in Excel, and I always forget how that formatting goes. And I know you can click on the format, but using Copilot, it really helps you walk through and build out those formulas so that you can get it right the first time, saving you time in the end. So, the best tool, there is no best tool. It all depends on what you need to do and what your specific needs are. And you know, they are changing daily. Um, Note when you're looking at these tools, many have free trials. Like, you can sign up, you have to put your credit card in, and then on the second month or so, that's when it starts charging your card. So I set a reminder up, review this. Is this what I really need? So that it pops up on a couple of days before so I can know if I can cancel it. Or sometimes what I do is I will sign up for that trial and then go ahead and cancel it so that if I forget, it's canceled, and then I can always restart it if it's something that is really valuable and what we're needing to do. Um, we use for InVideo for some of our video editing. So again, great tools depending on what you want to do. And the third common question is, I'm not tech savvy. I don't have a big budget. Is AI really achievable for my small business? And hopefully, after listening to me here for the past 40 minutes, um, you have found that the answer is absolutely. It's one of the biggest misconceptions, and we talked a lot about that today. It's user friendliness. Um, there are many AI tools that are designed specifically for that non-technical user, and that's what you have to embrace. Change is tough, but I find that more that I use a tool, the more I become familiar with it, and the more that I get better at it. Right? So it's kind of like those workouts. You get into those routines, and sometimes you kind of fall off. So you got to make a diligent effort with that. So focus on your impact, not on complexity. Start small. Think about the little steps that you can use to help your business. And of course, I can't have a webinar without an offer. Um, what I am going to offer is that through the month of June, I do have an intro plan into our platform where you can taste test many of the different language models. So I do have that intro plan. It's unlimited users. It's like 30,000 credits. Credits are hard to explain, but it's plenty of credits to get you started and get your dip your toes into the sand of what it is. So our intro plan through the month of June is $125, unlimited users. We can help you get set up with that HR policy workbook. Um, but the key to this is you have to ask for it. So you've got to book a call with me and we can talk, we can walk through, we can get you set up with this. I'll do a little intro demo for you and we can set up one of those workbooks with it. So here's my QR code. Um, Oops, my video here is right on top of the URL. So it's bit.ly, talk to Lisa, that gets you to my calendar and we can book a call and get started. So I hope you enjoyed the session today. I went a little longer than normal. I must have got a little overwind, um, long-winded. And so hope it's a great day and hope to see you. I hope you book a call with us. Thanks.